Hey guys, today I wanted to do an at-home eyebrow dyeing routine for you using this kit from Amazon. The kit itself has 20 pre-filled capsules, a developer, a mixing bowl, a brush, but you'll see in the tutorial I found a couple things that I had lying around are a little bit easier than the mixing bowl they provide and the brush. So if you're at all interested in a cheap, quick, less than 10-minute eyebrow dyeing routine, please keep watching. So I just got my eyebrows started and I have nothing on my face except for moisturizer and a couple unwanted friends who tend to show up once a month for about a week or so, but that's beside the point. So what you do here is you take one of the capsules and you wanna be careful because it can go everywhere. So I tend to just empty it, like I open it in the container like this, and I'll show you, I'm gonna do it right now. And I use a higher container for this reason because it can kind of explode everywhere. And this is just one of those like food condiment containers. So I went ahead and just emptied it into the container here. And I'm going to just take 1/4 teaspoon of the developer, which is what the directions say. I'm gonna pour that right into my little teaspoon and I'm going to drop it into the container. And I use my brush to kind of dig it out so I get all that developer in there. And then all I'm gonna do is mix it until I get a creamy consistency. Okay, so that literally took me no time at all to mix, probably about 30 seconds. And once it looks something like that, you're good to go. This is plenty. I will probably only use like, I don't know, 1/8 of this. So there's a ton in here. And what I wanna do first is, since I did put moisturizer on my face, I wanna get that off. So I just take a little bit of rubbing alcohol and I rub that over my eyebrow area just to make sure it's clean. What you're gonna do is take a stiff brush. The reason I threw away the brush in the kit was because it wasn't as stiff. So I'm just taking some random brand, really stiff, small brush. I'm gonna go in here, and please disregard my janky looking eyelashes. I'm naturally letting my extensions fall out and they've all fallen off of this side because I sleep on this side and they're still there. So don't look at those. But anyway, I'm going to brush my brows up like this. And then I'm just gonna go in and fill like I would if I was filling in my eyelashes. It's gonna get a little bit messy and look a little intense, but don't be afraid. It's all gonna turn out. So I'm just gonna go in now and start to do that. And I do kind of like to work in layers here, so I'll go in and go kind of light on the first layer and then I'll go back in and fill a little bit. And if you mess up at all, just feel free to take your finger and run right over it and it comes right off. But you do want to do that quickly so it doesn't start to set. And I am brushing off my brush after I dip just a little bit on a napkin so it doesn't show up too intense. And then you want to have a spoolie in hand so you can kind of brush in the product as you go along. And then I'm going to go in and just do some touch-ups. Okay, so it does look a little bit scary and intense right now, but trust me, once we wipe it away, it's gonna look perfect. I do get this done once in a while at the place I get it threaded, and it's like 18 times more intense than this. So don't fear, you just wanna make sure every single hair is covered when you're doing this, which is why it looks kind of intense. Obviously, I wouldn't walk out the door with it. Some people would, but it's just not my style. So you're gonna look a little bit intense, but don't worry, once we take it off, everything will be okay. I'm just gonna let it sit for about, I don't know, 8 minutes. It does say in the instructions to leave the dark brown color, which I have, on for 1 to 2 minutes. But I've been doing this for about 6 months now, and I find the longer I leave it on, the darker it gets, and I want my eyebrows dark. So I'm gonna leave it on for 8 minutes, but use your own discretion if you're gonna decide to do this, and I would definitely build yourself up to it. I first started doing it 1 to 2 minutes, then I went to 2 to 4 minutes, now I'm at about 8 minutes. So build yourself up. I'm gonna let this sink in, and I'll come back when the 8 minutes are up. Okay, so the 8 minutes are up. These are really dry now, and I'm gonna go ahead and just take a damp washcloth with some baby shampoo. You can use your face wash, you can use whatever. Just using the baby shampoo because it's super gentle. I'm gonna go ahead and start wiping this off. So yeah, you can see how much more full they look, how much darker they look, and I love this. It makes filling in my eyebrows so much easier. It makes me feel so much more confident. I feel like eyebrows make the world of difference, and I really, really like the color that this dark brown tint gives. This honestly lasts like 2 weeks, so it's really good stuff. 20 capsules in here will last you a long time. So I'm just gonna quickly go in and fill like I would after this. I'm gonna use the Cabrow. This is the number 3. It's just kind of a pomade. And I'm gonna take that on just a stiff brush, and you're gonna see how easy it is. I'm barely gonna put anything. Just kind of using this to shape them a little. And that's honestly it. That took, what, a minute? I'm gonna go ahead and set them with the Make Me Brow by Essence. This is basically just a way cheaper version of the, I think it's called Gimme Brows by Benefit, and it just makes them look even fuller. A cool trick is kind of moving them inward so you really coat the hair rather than only going out. Just gonna set them because I have longer hairs here and they tend to go downwards. I'm sure you've seen that if you watched a couple of my other videos. They kind of have a mind of their own. And that's honestly it. It takes 2 seconds. Again, this is a lifesaver. Go buy it on Amazon. If you're gonna go to get them done, it's like $15 to $20, at least in Chicago, a pop to get them dyed. It's changed my life. It's helped me save a bunch of money getting my eyebrows dyed. I've gotten them done at Benefit. I get them done at my eyebrow threading place, but this, I even like the color that comes out of this one. So if you guys have any questions, let me know below. Otherwise, thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you all soon. So yeah, I highly recommend this stuff. If you get your eyebrows at all tinted, please look into this. Blah, 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 blah.